Joseph was Jacob's favorite son, which caused jealousy among his 11 brothers. One day, Jacob gave Joseph a special multicolored tunic, a gift that caused even more resentment. Filled with envy, his brothers decided to get rid of him. They threw him into a pit and then sold him as a slave to merchants heading to Egypt. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave to an officer named Potiphar, a high-ranking official of Pharaoh. Despite being a slave, Joseph prospered because God was with him. Potiphar placed him in charge of his house, and everything Joseph touched prospered. However, Potiphar's wife tried to seduce Joseph, but he remained faithful to his integrity and rejected her advances. Furious by his rejection, she falsely accused him of attempting to assault her, and Joseph was thrown into prison. Even though Joseph was in prison, he did not lose his faith. God was still with him, and he gave him the ability to interpret dreams. One day, 2 of Pharaoh's officials were in prison with him, and Joseph interpreted their dreams accurately. One of the officials, the cupbearer, was released and restored to his position, but he forgot about Joseph for a time. 2 years later, Pharaoh had strange dreams that no one could interpret. The cupbearer remembered Joseph and told Pharaoh about him. Joseph was called to interpret Pharaoh's dreams, and by God's wisdom, he explained that there would be 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. He suggested that Pharaoh store up food during the years of abundance to prepare for the coming scarcity. Impressed by his wisdom, Pharaoh appointed him as governor of Egypt, putting him in charge of the entire country to manage the upcoming crisis. Joseph became the second most powerful man in Egypt during the years of famine. His own brothers came to Egypt seeking food without realizing that the governor was their brother Joseph. When he finally revealed himself to them, Joseph forgave them and welcomed them with love, knowing that everything he had gone through was part of God's plan to save his family and many nations. Joseph rose from being a slave and prisoner to becoming the governor of Egypt, showing that even when we face great adversity, there is always a divine purpose behind every situation, and God is in control of our destiny. Reflection: the story of Joseph teaches us that, despite difficult times and injustices, God has a perfect plan for our lives. Faith, patience, and integrity lead us to see God's hand in everything we do.